In this video, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons on the Motorola Edge 2022. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We got the Motorola Edge 2022 and I've been using this phone for a little over 3 days now. So I've pretty much been able to get a grasp of what this phone can do and some of the issues that I think some other people may be annoyed by. So we're going to be going over the pros first, then we're going to get into the cons right after. So first and foremost, I think my favorite part of this phone, and I think for most people this is going to be your favorite part, the screen. So the screen on this phone is beautiful. We have an OLED display on this. This is going to be full HD, but we also have 144 hertz refresh rate on this. So it's going to look absolutely beautiful when you play your video games on here. I've been playing Genshin Impact on this. Been running great. I do actually have to overclock it to run at 60 frames per second and on the highest graphical settings, but it looks beautiful on this display. I think the colors on this display are really good. I think everything about this display is great, and the 144 hertz is just the cherry on top. Getting into the second pro on this phone, I would have to say the update policy. So we do have a pretty decent update policy on here. For the $499 that I did pay. I know that this is a little bit more now. We're going to be talking about that in a second. But this device gets up to Android 15, and our security patches go all the way up to 2026. So we're going to be able to have support on this device for the next 4 years. So really do like that that's there for us, especially on these mid-range devices. I haven't seen stuff like this happening in the past when we're talking about 2016, 2015, 2014. Like, this wasn't happening with mid-range devices. So I'm really happy that we have some good support on this device. Obviously this is near stock Android as well, so I love going through this UI. The Moto actions are great on this device as well. That's probably one of the reasons why people are going to pick up this device, is because they're very fond of Motorola. But I really do enjoy that we have some support on this device up to 2026. That's definitely nice that we get that on here. Next pro we're going to be talking about is the excellent battery life on this device. Now, I actually can go about a day and a half if I'm moderately using this device, but battery life is very good. If you lightly use this, I'm sure you guys can go for even 2 days. So I've really been liking what I'm seeing. Obviously we have 30-watt fast charging on this, or turbo power charging. So this is going to charge up very quickly. It's great that I have a 30-watt charger handy, so I got to test that out, and this charges up insanely quick. I think something like 50% in like 30 minutes or something insane like that. But 30-watt charging on this, absolutely love it. Next pro we're going to be talking about has to be the design of this device. I actually really do like the color on this device. This is sort of like a gray color. I'm not sure if it comes in any other colors. If you guys know of any other colors, let me know in the comment section down below, but I do love this color on here. I also love that this is just a refreshing design. It is, I feel like this has been done before, but not in this type of shape, maybe in a rectangle or something like that on TCL phones, ZTE phones, and a bunch of other handsets. But this is a refreshing design. We don't really have anything else on the back of this device other than the Motorola emblem and our little camera module right there. And I think the corners and edges and stuff on this phone look really nice. I definitely think it's unique and it's going to stand out, and people are going to be asking you what type of phone is that. So do like the refreshing design on this Moto Edge 2022. And our last pro on this device, there are many more, but I just want to keep this brief. But the last pro on this device I'd have to say is we have base 256 gigabytes on this device. So love that. I've actually had devices, from Samsung in the past, and Apple, of course, that you pay a ton of money, like $700-800, and they're going to give you 128 gigabytes base storage on your device. So like that, for a $499 phone, you can get 256. I think that's a very adequate amount of ROM. Definitely, if you guys are taking pictures and you guys, like to enjoy a lot of games on your phone, that's going to be more than enough storage for most of you guys. So really do like that we have that on here. And getting into the cons of the Moto Edge 2022. Now, these ones are kind of sour. They still leave a bad taste in my mouth, and I think this is going to definitely make a lot of people not buy this device. I think a lot of people are going to look away from this device because of these cons. I know there's a lot of Motorola fans out there that just like Motorola devices, and this is something that makes sense to them. But these cons may make you not want to buy the phone. So the first con is going to be, it is a cheaper build. So this is not going to be aluminum or metal or anything like that. And the weird thing is you can find a ton of phones around $599 that actually have a really, really nice build. But this one does not. This does feel a little cheaper than most of the phones actually around this price tag. So it kind of sucks that's how it panned out. But we do have an all plastic design. It looks like it feels good in the hand still. It feels premium. I don't think anybody's gonna really notice. I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal to the person purchasing the phone. But it's just something to think about. It definitely feels cheaper than a phone like a Galaxy S22 or a Pixel 6a or a Pixel 7 or something like that. So definitely keep that in mind, that this is going to have more of a cheaper feel. Second con is we only have water repellent design on this device. So we don't have an IP67 rating. That kind of sucks because there's tons of devices under $500 that have that type of rating on here. I guess this does not. So if you guys do drop this in water, I would be weary because it doesn't look like it has any IP certification to stop your phone from not working after it dropping in the water or whatever. So kind of sucks that we don't have that on here. I've seen many other devices that are under this price tag. So definitely a con. Number 3, and we just talked about this, but there is no power connector inside this device, or there is no wall charger inside this device. You do get a data cable. Obviously you get your manuals and everything, and you get your phone, but you do not get your charger inside of here. Now, I know Samsung does this. I know Apple does this completely fine. I know they're already the top monopoly in the game right now for mobile technology. But come on, Motorola. Like I know you're up there as well, but like getting away with that on a $599 phone, it's like just put a charger in the box. Come on. Which brings us into the last con on this phone. The price is way too damn high on this phone. So this phone is $599 retail. I did get this for $499, but the deal just ended, I think 3 days ago at Best Buy. So I got this for $499. I really do think this is a good phone for $499. I think it's a great price. I think it's fair. But there's just way too many options. And then them raising it back to $599, this phone is not going to sell. This phone will not do good in the market right now. Even taking a look at the Pixel 6a, you can get that for $349. Hell of a deal. Way better bang for buck than this phone. We can also get, of course, the Galaxy S22 on eBay in damn near new condition, immaculate condition, for $399. We also have the Pixel 7 coming out, or actually just released. You can pre-order it right now, or you guys can just go ahead and buy it now. And that's $599. That's the same price. And we're obviously going to have priority updates on that device, and that's going to be full stock Android. So it's something to think about. There's just way too much competition right now. I don't think the Motorola Edge is going to do good in this market. They need to lower this down to $449 or even $399 to make this phone a success. But I'm hoping that the updates do play out like they do, and they don't just say they're going to update it and they don't update it because their phone sales were low. That would honestly kind of suck. But, I think this device is decent. I think for the Motorola user that's a gamer and needs something around this price point, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I don't think there's going to be any issues there. But again, there is just way too many options. And I said this in a video prior, but there are so many options around this price point that for $599 now, I wouldn't pick this up. I would not pick this device up. For $499, that's a different story. I think, I can go ahead and, give it a pass. But for $599, I would not pick this device up. But those are the pros and cons on the Motorola Edge 2022. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think this is still a great phone. I think anybody would enjoy it. Hopefully, you guys have a good day. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, this has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.